What items should you bring with you when you explore in Into the Dead, Our Darkest Days? Well, it depends on the area and the character. So right now, I'm going to be sending Leo out. And Leo is good with melee weapons. And he's also tough. He takes less damage in combat. So knowing these things, obviously I want to have some melee weapons. You always want to have melee weapons no matter what. But knowing that he's better with melee weapons also helps. But let's say we want to explore like kind of like a lower level threat area, like this wash and dry laundromat. So what we'll do, we'll go to prepare. I like to always bring like a few specific things. I like to have quiet weapons, so weapons with low noise value, like a noise value below half. So for example, makeshift tomahawk is a good quiet weapon, meat cleaver, knives, combat knife, things like this. So quiet weapon for stealth kills when opportunities present themselves. Potentially low durability weapons. If there are a bunch of closed doors and I know I can get away with using even like a louder weapon, this allows me to get a kill while using a weapon that's going to break in a single hit anyways. So this is like an efficiency thing. This is a kind of risk if you don't know the layout of maps, if you don't know what zombies are nearby, if there's zombies in the fore background, then they can aggro in the room. But if you can isolate a zombie in like a room with like closed doors or something, you can kind of get away with this. So I'll look for opportunities to use this on a stealth attack that's safe. You can also have a panic weapon. So that could be a gun, that could be a bat. So the nice thing about guns is they are pretty much always equipped, unless you equip something else like bottles, but you can always just hold in right click and start shooting if you get overwhelmed. So having any kind of gun as a backup, like let's say like 3 to 4 zombies start pushing you, even the basic D9 pistol is still decent. It does low damage compared to the other guns, but a few shots can still kill, and it can still kill multiple zombies with single bullets as long as those zombies are damaged. So it's still a good like panic option. And then I would say you want something that can actually fight out in the open. So like let's say you aggro like 2 to 3 zombies and you have to use melee. The spiked bat is great for this because it has multi-hit and it also does good damage per hit. So essentially what it lets you do is if there's like 3 to 4 zombies bunched up, as long as you don't get hit or grabbed, you can swing as they're approaching and hit all of them, stagger them, and then usually like reposition or dodge, and then keep doing that until they die. You still might get hit a little bit, but you can reduce the amount of times you get hit, and you can effectively kill groups without using ammunition, which is a huge important thing, because as long as you don't take too much damage, you can always just pop a med kit after the battle, like after the exploration phase. So you usually want a quiet weapon or quiet weapons. You can go for an efficiency thing where if you have a low durability and you see a situation to use it where it's safe, even if it's loud, you can get rid of that. This is not a priority, but it is nice to do because then it conserves weapon durability and other things. You can have a panic weapon like a gun. Now keep in mind that sometimes if you start shooting, you'll aggro a ton of zombies. So really map dependent. Don't always just start shooting. Sometimes running away, climbing up, or just escaping is better because then you won't die. If you shoot and you aggro things on both sides of you, you can get swarmed. So you do have to be careful and you do have to be like mindful. But I would say makeshift spike bat and things like the makeshift axe are very good, or the fire axe as well. They're very good at fighting small groups of melee enemies, assuming it's not humans with a gun. So this is basically what I try to go for every single map. Now, if I know I don't need a gun for an area, like if I've been there before and I know it's not that difficult, I just won't bring a gun. I might bring like another bat or like a tomahawk or something, because tomahawk is like a stealth weapon that has good durability. So if you want to do like something that's like low inventory, you could do something like this, where you just have a tomahawk and a bat. So this is your stealth weapon that can easily get multiple kills, as well as be used in discovered combat, because it is still a good weapon with high damage and it's very fast. It has less range than the bat and it can't multi-hit, but if you stealth kill one and aggro another, you can take that fight with the tomahawk, whereas like with the cleaver, it's probably gonna break. So this can take like an open fight and several stealth kills. This can take several open fights and also be used in stealth if the opportunity presents itself and you can kill without aggroing. So this is like super minimal, but having a gun on backup, you could also do something like this, bring some extra weapons, maybe burn through these two first, try to get a kill with this when it's safe, maybe later on in the map, just to use it up. And if not, you can always throw it away. It's a single use anyways. But that's pretty much it for this one. Definitely drop a comment as to how you handle it and what you like to do for your inventories, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.